Is he the person you plan to ultimately support for 2028?
He's a dear friend. My husband and him were very good friends. I think you remember when he supported him for Senate, and they had a great time.
Erika Kirk is back in the headlines, this time publicly throwing JD Vance into the spotlight. In a recent New York Times interview, her answers were polished, but something underneath felt tense, almost unspoken. Viewers began wondering, is there hidden friction between Erika and JD? During the conversation, she was also asked about her stance on the Second Amendment. Given that her late husband, Charlie Kirk, died from gun violence, many expected her to change her position entirely. Instead, she stood firm, shocking many with her explanation. Erika said what truly terrifies her isn't guns, it's a society where some believe hurting others is an acceptable way to silence opposing views. That's not a gun issue, she stated. It's a human issue, a deeply human issue. But then she referred to they, and suddenly everyone was asking, who exactly is they? No mainstream political figures endorsed the tragedy. While extreme online voices made cruel comments, official channels remained silent. Yet Erika's phrasing left people questioning her target. And, of course, the larger question lingered. What really happened to Charlie Kirk? The act was carried out by one disturbed individual whose motivations remain unclear. Some say he sought chaos for chaos's sake, not driven by ideology. Yet Erika's words suggested something deeper, pointing to broader societal and human issues beyond politics.
Doing that race together, and he supported JD for that. I do have to say, yes, I mean, we adore JD, and my husband was very vocal about endorsing him, but I do have to preface this from the standpoint of, we have a tendency as humans to look past. We have very short attention spans and very short memories. I would ask that we enjoy the fact that, and maybe you don't, but I will enjoy the fact that my husband worked so hard for this past election, and I think it would behoove us to appreciate that hard work and enjoy the fact that we do have a president in office that we voted for.
Erika highlighted how some young men today often resort to aggression instead of seeking real solutions to their problems, a trend that's not just sad, but terrifying. Society faces a much larger challenge than we care to admit. Yet, she also acknowledged that if access to weapons had been more restricted, Charlie might still be alive. That admission startled everyone. Though she supports the Second Amendment, she recognized accessibility as a factor in the tragedy. Then came the viral moment, the hug that broke the internet. Cameras captured Erika embracing JD Vance, sparking immediate speculation. Her cryptic comment, "No one will ever replace my husband," but left the internet buzzing. Later, at the New York Times Book Summit, reporters pressed her on JD again. The tension in the room was palpable, almost transmissible through the screen. Fans also noticed her frequent upward gaze during interviews. Once understandable in arenas filled with fans, now it seemed out of place, leaving many confused and slightly unnerved. Some dismissed it as her personal quirk, others saw it as a deliberate act to appear deep or mysterious. Her speech occasionally became incomprehensible, a jumble of words that had viewers rewinding clips repeatedly. Commentators labeled it word salad, raising questions about how someone so unclear continues to get major interviews.
Mamdani here in New York, and the reason I ask is he was somebody who really actually was able to persuade the younger voter. I mean, he really captured, but obviously on the complete opposite end, if you will, of where someone like Charlie would have been.
You know, it's so interesting because I lived in Manhattan for a while and I loved this city. I'm going to come at this from a female voter because a high percentage of his voters were female. I think there's a tendency, especially when you live in a city like Manhattan, where, again, you are so career-driven and you almost look to the government as a form of replacement for certain things, relationship-wise even.
Despite the confusion, Some believe Erika still has serious political potential. Analysts suggest that in a state like Texas, she might even have a chance if she chose to run for office. But what really caught attention was her comments about JD Vance. Viewers struggled to decode her message. The gist: she loves JD, but the country already has a president doing important work, so the focus should remain on the present rather than 2028. Her delivery was awkward, but it may have been intentional. Her habitual upward stare has also become a viral talking point. Fans joke endlessly online. "Girl, what are you looking at? Charlie isn't up there." Yet despite the confusion, the New York Times continues to feature her, suggesting there's more beneath the surface. Erika Kirk's public appearances have become viral spectacles, with every gesture, glance, and pause analyzed endlessly across TikTok, Reddit, and YouTube. Initially, the focus was on what she said, but soon, it shifted to what she didn't say. Observers noted her dodging direct questions about JD Vance's silence. Her polite smile paired with her signature upward gaze has now become a meme, a moment frozen mid-thought, as if her brain is buffering.
You see things a little bit differently. What I don't want to have happen is women, young women in the city, look to the government as a solution to put off having a family or a marriage.
Behind the scenes, sources suggest Erika's team works tirelessly to manage the narrative. After the viral hug, JD Vance's team reportedly hoped to avoid political spin, but the internet immediately turned it into headlines. Opinions were divided. Some viewed the hug as a genuine human moment of comfort after tragedy, while others saw it as a calculated effort to rehabilitate her public image among conservative audiences. Whatever the truth, that hug became symbolic: confusion, compassion, and controversy all at once. Public opinion remains split. Half see Erika as a strong woman navigating unimaginable grief under the harshest spotlight. The other half sees something too polished, too composed, almost performative. Social media debates swing between "leave her alone," "she's grieving," and "something about her energy feels off." The New York Times interview amplified this polarization. When asked about her late husband's legacy, Erika's tone shifted from confident to cryptic. Her reflection on purpose revealed through pain was interpreted in multiple ways, either an inspiring take on resilience or a rehearsed campaign line. Every word now carries potential double meanings, and fans constantly read between the lines.
Relying on the government to support you instead of being united with the husband, where you can support yourself and your husband can support, and you can guys all combine together. But I just find it so ironic and so interesting that a heavy percentage of the individuals that voted for him were female.
Language experts have also weighed in. Viral TikTok analyses dissect her posture frame by frame. One theory suggests her upward gaze is a subconscious sign of guilt or anxiety. Another claims it's a grounding technique to avoid showing emotion on camera. A third proposes she uses it to appear visionary, as if seeking guidance from above. The truth remains unclear, but the fascination is real. Things intensified when Erika began commenting on national issues. When asked about potential future public service, she hinted at service beyond titles, a comment that set social media ablaze. Within hours, hashtags like #Erika2028 were trending. Supporters praised her poise, intelligence, and moral conviction, while critics warned against turning grief into political leverage. Insiders say JD Vance's team is uneasy with this speculation, working to keep his political image steady. The timing of Erika's statements, viral clips, and mysterious pauses has fueled whispers of tension between their teams, though both parties publicly deny it. Regardless, Erika has mastered the art of commanding attention. Even when speaking about faith, resilience, or purpose, people watch, analyze, and engage millions at a time.
To bring you, Erika Kirk, widow to slain Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, will be on CBS News talking with CBS News editor-in-chief Barry Weiss about the murder of her husband, Charlie Kirk. Erika Kirk will speak about what she sees as rising political violence in the United States, the future of the right, and her